Well, for me, you know, it's been crazy. You know, like, you know, far as with the kids and the schooling and the jobs and the work. You know, I work in a nursing home. You know, basically, and we had a lot of cases there. You know, and I myself had to, you know, take, you know, time off because I have little kids. I have a 18-month-old and a 5-year-old, and you know, and just to keep them safe, you know, I had to, you know, exclude myself from work and take, you know, unemployment route for a while. You know, so it definitely has an effect, you know, as far as financially, you know, the schooling. You know, we just received the letter. They talk about they failing like the kids, you know, this semester, you know, because of, you know, the connection with the schooling online, the Zoom and stuff like that. Times they couldn't get on, then they were switching the, you know, the connections and the networks at times. So it's like, it's crazy right now. You know, it definitely took, you know, a toll, you know, on us, you know what I mean, so to speak.
For me, you know, I'm a personal trainer. So, you know what I mean, they shut all the clubs down. So I started, you know, having to train like in the park. So I was training everybody in the park. So, you know, we out in the open, in the air. So that's the only way it kind of changed for me. You know what I mean? Because the session still stayed up. The only difference is all the money went in my pocket. You know what I mean? But that's about it. That's about it. Keeping it safe, keeping it clean.
Yeah, for me, man, it's been real rough, man. I've been going through a lot of things since 21. 20 was here and 21 has came in. Yeah, I lost my mom in October. It wasn't due to the
sorry to hear that.
Due to the COVID or anything like that. Yeah, as far as like you said, this COVID really slows a lot of things up, but it really doesn't slow a lot of things up because if you still could put your mind to a lot of things and be at work as what you do, you know what I mean? You can't be successful. So you have to just keep on motivating and motivating others as well. Love you for that, Amazing G. You definitely do a good job with that, my brother. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Salute to you too, my brother.
Well, what it's been like for me, man, is that I never stop moving. I'm a man in motion. You know, I understand the law of the universe is action and not inaction. So I'm always, you know, moving. I spend a lot of time with meditation, a lot of time reflecting on self in the direction that I'm traveling. So I'm always focused, man. And, you know, I see through the smoke screen and mirrors. You know, the best thing I can do is continue to be safe and just wait it out like everyone else, you know, and just basically go from there.
You know, the piece I find is that, you know, going through this, you know, my kids, a lot of them is, you know, still healthy and safe. You know, I experienced a lot of, you know, friends, some passions and things of that nature, but for the most part, I think as a collective, as a people, it's bringing everyone closer together, you know what I mean, to attack this problem head on, you know what I mean, because it's a problem for everybody, the whole world right now. And this is a time where we all must come together, you know, put our heads together. All that racism stuff is out the window because this pandemic or this illness, it doesn't discriminate, you know. So with me, you know, I just see things now a little more clear and take a lot of things more serious that, you know, that we once didn't take serious, you know, as far as our freedom, because it's crazy. You know, we really have to limit where we going in the space and stuff like that. And I think for the most part, it's just bringing families closer together now, you know what I mean? Versus where people just can go where you wanted to go and, you know what I mean? But now it's not like that. The time has shortened. And what it's doing is bringing families closer together. You know, that's one thing I basically got out of this, you know what I mean? Especially with my kids, you know, because I was always working on the go and they in school. So for the most part, I think as a whole, you know, as far as being togetherness and being able to talk to them more now, without a lot of the distractions that have been going on in the world lately, I think that played a major part, you know, on the other side of this pandemic. Being able, you know what I mean, to communicate more with the families.
The reality is that the only thing certain in life is death. You know what I mean? And the pandemic, this is a pandemic for us. Like, we living through this pandemic, but this ain't the first time a pandemic hit the world, period. You know what I mean? Like, there have been pandemics throughout history, right? But the thing is, it's like, what happens is that when things like this happen, it wakes you up. It wakes you up. It makes you realize, oh yeah, death is real. Oh yeah. When you start seeing dying people dying.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, what you have to do is you have to really try to put yourself in perspective where is that you have to be safe around others, because that's number one. And being around other people that be around other people that be around other people, and you really don't know, how this type of disease come until it really hits you. But at the same time, we all have to use our head in our household.
But what I'm saying though, Mercer, right? As Muslim, I have a certain foundation, you know what I mean? As everybody have their own foundation or whatever, right? But as Muslim, we believe that, everything is decreed by God anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So everything is decreed by God anyway. So the thing is, the reality is that it's always been there. Life and death always been there. That's the reality of time, right?
I agree.
But it's just like when a person get locked up, all of a sudden now he want religion now, right? Why? Because he stopped. He stopped. You know what I mean? Where he was everywhere, he couldn't see the forest for the trees. Now he stopped. He start recognizing, it's something greater than me, or it's something better. It's something bigger than me. It ain't all about me. You know what I mean? And then they start thinking, and then they either become Christian, Muslim, or whatever. You know what I mean? They start reading. You got some prison for some people saved their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For some people say they were safe.
I totally agree with that.
Yes, indeed.